festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Frazier. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Pulls it, fired complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that.
He's taking the shot. Got it down the field. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They'll give to Frazier. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the counter. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quickly complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Give to the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Georgia! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Gets the back moving. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Snagged out of the air. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Calls his own number. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment. It'll be a first down. Nice move there on fourth and short.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got some room, it was over. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Taylor wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Mississippi State going up tempo.
180, raise car. 180, raise car. Hey, kill it, kill it. 776 captain. 776 captain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Blue 22. Kill, kill, kill. 214 close. 214 close.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. He's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A run to the right. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, it's Stockton. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Taylor wants to throw. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pocket breaking down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Floating away. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Mississippi State calls the second of his 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a give to Bothwell. Got enough space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. A full dive to haul that one in. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Right back to the well. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, but maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
949 rock star. 949 rock star.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Kill. 390, Twilight. 390, Twilight.
Taylor wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense, their cardio, I think, is going to get tested in this one because this quarterback will extend plays, and he's going to do it often. It doesn't take it a lot for him to flush out of the pocket. If he just sees color, he's gone, trying to make something happen. That time he showed you his wheels. He was just able to get enough to keep this drive going.
The run to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. So now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 14 choice. 14 choice.
The RPO, it's complete. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
So now it's second and long. The corners are walked up tight. Dumps it off in the flats. Running through contact. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Taylor wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And after that missed field goal, can these guys take advantage and go down and break this tie? They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Quarterback making checks. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They feed him again. Runs through a tackle. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The running back has it. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll run it on the counter. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. They kick off, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And as he throws, the pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat, and it's a sack.